Hello, everyone, and welcome back to BPL Season 3. I am Volshok, and I am joined by Zatea.
Hello.
And we are in the round of 16, Group C, and this is the first round of Group C. And we just got to witness the glory that was Sashkorin versus Shoty, game one on Siralata. So Sashkorin took game one against Shoty. It was kind of a quick game. Shoty, I think, maybe overbuilt a little bit of wind. What were your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. I think Shoty seemed like they were just like just going into that whole like, okay, at this time we just like add on a bunch of wins, and at this time we do this, and it's like, well, if the wind speed's at 25, you don't necessarily need all that wind.
Yeah,
and I think with all that like build power and metal and stuff going into the wind, because the wind does, it does cost some metal. All that's going into the wind, and later on he built on some converters. But it's kind of like you're doing all that, but you're not really producing a ton of units. So I think that maybe got him into a little bit of trouble when it came to that incisor ball coming in.
No, I agree completely. And I think it's actually kind of an 8v8 mindset, because I've done that in 1v1s as well, because I'm so used to team games where in 1v, in duels, you have all these mexes to expand to, and mexes it's like the most efficient T1 economy to actually get metal. But in a lot of 8 maps, like they're more poverty maps, and so you're constrained by mexes, so you have to build energy and then convert it to kind of boost up your actual economy.
Yeah, I'm under the assumption that the converters really only went down because the energy was just so high. At that point, it's just like, might as well, because you already have the energy. But yeah, I would totally agree if it was a matter of building all those wind turbines for the converters.
Yeah, I guess you're right. He probably could have done that as well. But yeah, the 5 to 25, you really don't need, especially early. You just don't need that much. Don't need that much wind production, right? So
right.
But all in all, it was kind of an interesting game to see. Sashkorin did an awesome job punishing it, though, right? He had sort of a modified X Factor vehicle build, and he hit that early kind of 4 to 6 minute timing where a lot of incisors showed up, and he had an awesome kind of 2-pronged approach where he was able to get quite a bit done.
Yeah, it was a lot of incisors. I think most people would be in trouble in that kind of situation, to be honest.
Yeah, and he did a great job microing them as well. So we are.
Yeah, I really like that he pulled or made basically 2 groups of incisors, because it just makes it that much harder for a bot player to defend both sides, because they have to get in range of the incisors, and they're just taking extra damage. And if you don't have the bulk of army, it's really hard to actually kill anything if you're just taking all that extra damage.
Yeah, you just kind of get chipped away and then kited, and while he tries to separate, and he can pick off mexes. Yeah, no, for sure. I agree. So we're waiting on Shoty to actually pick this next map, but I'm a little excited.
What?
I'm a little excited.
Guess what, though? There's no what's the map? I don't remember what the map's called, because
Shallow
I don't
straight.
ever
There's
see
no
it. Shallow straight.
Ban.
That's it. There's no shallow straight ban.
That's right. Everyone else is too honorable or too smart to actually not play on that map. But maybe Sashkorin had a little bit of a momentary lapse, and he's like, well, there's no way anyone's foolish enough to actually pick this map and play on it.
But so did Shoty pick Shallow Straits in the qualifiers?
Yeah, he picked it.
I don't remember.
He picked it like 3 times, I think. I think he picked it in 3 different series. So I'm kind of stoked for that, actually, if we get to see it. But he has taken his time. I'm not sure if he's AFK or if he's thinking. I'm gonna guess he is thinking.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we'll see if he picks. There's a lot of things I think people can do. Okay. Yeah, I was just saying. I think there's a lot of possibilities on this map, and so it makes for a very fun map to watch.
Yeah, there are. It's funny because we say like it's the favorite map of the viewers and the least favorite map of the players. Did you watch Alpha Cup? I forgot who was playing on it, but it was LDM, Ragna, and I casting, and LDM asked Ragnar, he's like, so wait, what is a standard game of on Shallow Straits? And we realized that there are no standard games on Shallow Straits. They're
Yeah,
all just
how do you even play a
absolute-
standard game?
Yeah,
Like,
they're all just like absolute chaotic endeavors.
yeah, I mean, so personally, I love the map because there's just so much, like even just like the opener, like, you know, it's not just like bots, vehicles, and maybe air. It's like bots, vehicles, air. You know, it could be potentially ships. It could be hovercraft. Like
Yeah, I mean,
everything is there.
we watched a game where I forgot who it was, but someone made like 2 pinchers, the amphibious tanks, and they ran them like all the way around the map and then popped in the back and sniped a bunch of sniped a ton of eco with them. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. So yeah, I'm excited for this, and I hear players hopping in, so let's go in and see what's going on here. All right, Sashkorin is arm, and he's gonna go, it looks like triple mech, but we don't see a lab yet. Shoty. Okay, all right.
All right, well, is this gonna just be a comm drop or what?
I mean, it has to be, right? Like, you're not gonna go this early of a lab otherwise, so he's gonna go
true.
lab into solar.
This might be a short one, guys.
Yeah, this... I mean, to be
unless
fair,
something like crazy happens.
Yeah, it is shoddy. I think we could have all expected this. Could have all expected this. Yeah. All right, and then we are gonna boost up the. He's gonna boost this up, and oh no, Sash is gonna go vehicle. Oh wait, but he has a metal queued right after.
Oh, he does. Okay, wow, that's smart. I mean, knowing who he's up against, like.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, he cancels it though. Oh no, he had the right idea, and then he. All right, let's see. So Shoty picks up his comm. Vehicle lab is done. I kind of feel like LLT is better than. Oh no, he's not gonna make it, is it? All right, here we go. This one's for all the marbles.
Oh boy, yeah. This is he doesn't have enough prep for it.
No,
I mean he could block it. He could block the lab. Oh, he tried to degun the lab or the transport, but he didn't have the E for it.
Wait, I got players stuff. So wait, does this Shoty's ahead, right? Shoty wins this? Does Shoty win this?
I don't know. My UI doesn't have the percents on it. It's pretty close.
40, 30. I think Shoty's got this, right? He's too low. This LLT
Shoty's got
might finish. Oh no, Shoty's
the
got
LLT is going to do it.
LLT
maybe.
has it. Yeah, he's got it. Oh, he blocks the.
Oh, nice block.
Oh, they both died. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Shoty died first though, so I think it counts.
Does it? I mean, that doesn't normally happen.
Yeah, that normally doesn't happen. That was like an instantaneous death. I feel like we might need to watch the replay there. What? They both died. Is that what?
Is that legal?
Yeah, is that legal?
I mean, that used to happen in 1v1s, but like now.
Okay. Interesting. Wow.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's showing that you know, that Shoty lost there.
Oh yeah, it does show Sashkorin as the winner. Okay,
interesting.
Well, he played it well. I mean, he had a good response. I will also say that I think that those comm drop builds, they were a lot more impactful. We've talked about this before. I think they were a lot more impactful when X Factor first started doing them, sort of like pre-Alpha Cup. But
yeah,
so many people do them now that even if you weren't practiced against them before, you've just been exposed to it and you've seen people react to it correctly. And so you kind of know what to do.
Yeah, I've always kind of thought it was just like a matter of time before people like, you know, just got used to dealing with that. You know, because either, you know, you have the anti-air or you have light laser tower already, or your commander's just in a position to deal with it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's such a big risk. We've seen a lot of people do it in the qualifiers, and I feel like, at least for the games I've cast, the only game that it worked out well was trying to think. Oh, it was the Sashkorin versus Barcast.
Okay, is that what it was? Yeah, I can't quite remember. You know, my memory's just like out the window.
No, it was the game on Canis, and Sashkorin went up, degunned the lab and the energy, and then just picked up his commander and ran away.
Oh, okay.
And then he just
Okay, yeah.
reset the game, right? And then Barcast is screwed because he had dumped all of his starting metal. So he had like 50 metal and 1 max. And then Sashkorin had the full 1,000, 1,000 metal, flew back and then rebuilt his base. And then it kind of converted back into a
Yeah, I mean, I could see that working, but I think for that to work, you're like the enemy commander has to be a little bit further away.
Yeah.
Because if it's too close, then the transport, picking up the commander takes time. So all that time, the transport could be taking damage and killed, or there's a lot of things that could just take that down, I guess.
Yeah,
that time.
that is a good point, actually. Yeah, so first map was Sierra. That was 7 minutes. Second map was Shallow Straits. That was 1 minute.
Yeah, this has got to be our shortest series.
That's the record by far, right? What other series beats it? I don't think any other series beat it at all.
I mean, well, maybe something in D will be crazy like that, but I mean, I'd rather not see more games like that. I'd rather see them go longer.
I will say it's fun when those games are sort of lightly mixed in, right?
Yeah, a little sprinkle here and there can be fun.
Yeah, no, 100%. So that concludes round 1 of Group C. So they go here, and then Sashkorin is going to be the victor, and Shoty is going to get a skull next to his name.
Yep, down to the losers bracket with you.
Yep, he did his best. So that means that in round 2, we are going to see winners final, which is going to be Zlo versus Sashkorin, which I think will actually be a really good game. And then losers will be
a really good game.
Shoty versus Lopatka, which I think is going to be a funny match because I feel like those are polar opposites, right? You've got the Lopatka, pork, tech, slow,
Yeah.
And then you've got the Shoty, how can I cheese this game?
Yeah, that should be pretty interesting.
So yeah, I am excited for those, but that is everything that we have here. I'm actually going to let the BRB screen run a little bit later to pad the length of this video so that it doesn't spoil it for everyone watching. So just know I'm thinking of you viewers, and even though the game is only a minute long, the VOD is going to be a little bit longer just so that I can kind of confuse you guys a bit. Anyway, that is Volshok and Zateo signing off for here, and the rest of this video is just going to be chilling, looking at some graffiti.
Nice.